Presidential poll sham is exposed. After major nomination drama, Vadra Congress fields Mallikarjun Kharge for Congress chief position. Muslim cleric who backed the ban on PFI receives death threats, asked to not speak against the radical outfit. In a massive setback for the opposition, the Supreme Court dismissed the petition over new national emblem installed atop the new Parliament building. In a huge disclosure in the Baramulla encounter, the Indian Armed Forces revealed that the slain Pakistani terrorists were tasked to attack the rally of Agniveers. Putin redraws map of Ukraine, recognizes Kherson and Zaporizhia as independent. Welcome friends, this Friday evening to the burning question. The Congress presidential poll drama is in full swing, ladies and gentlemen, and the game of musical chairs is on. While the Vadra Gandhis are staying neutral on the so-called democratic elections, the developments speak for themselves. After Ashok Gehlot, Digvijaya Singh too bowed out of the race, paving the way for the chosen one, Mallikarjun Kharge. So far, all those who understand it's all out in the open. And in between all this, there's Shashi Tharoor trying hard to win the already fixed elections. How will this circus play out? We debate after this short report.
The Gandhis are not contesting. Neither are the G23 dissidents. After Ashok Gehlot was forced to reconsider following the Rajasthan crisis and Digvijaya Singh withdrawing his nomination papers. The last date of filing of nominations saw three leaders, Shashi Tharoor, Mallikarjun Kharge and K.N. Tripathi filing their nominations.
फिर भी moral responsibility मेरी है, इसलिए मैंने कल कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट को कहा आई एम वेरी सॉरी.
लेकिन अब उनका इरादा है फॉर्म भरने का, तो मैंने कहा है कि ठीक है, मैं आपका प्रस्तावक बनूंगा.
मेरे ख्याल में आगे जाने के लिए मुझे फुल फेथ में मैं आगे जा रहा हूँ.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के जो उसूल हैं, जो आइडियोलॉजी है, उस आइडियोलॉजी के साथ मैं बचपन से जुड़ा हूँ.
इस बार राहुल जी नहीं लड़ रहे हैं, सोनिया जी नहीं लड़ रही हैं. हम लोगों ने आवेदन दिया है. इसके बाद पार्टी के बड़े नेताओं का जैसा निर्देश होगा वो सिरोधार्य होगा.
The Congress claims that no candidate is being favoured by the Congress President Sonia Gandhi, who will stay neutral throughout the election process.
ये डेमोक्रेटिक प्रक्रिया है, हर 5 साल में होती थी. कॉन्सेशन कैंडिडेट होता था, इसलिए वोटिंग नहीं होता था. इस बार ज़्यादा लोग फॉर्म भरना चाहते हैं और चुनाव लड़ना चाहते हैं, तो ठीक है, हम चुनाव की तैयारी पूरी करके बैठे हैं.
As the Congress struggles to put its house in order, it remains to be seen who will emerge victorious in the Congress presidential elections. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, Congress party heading into elections for its president's post. And joining me, Charu Pagya of the BJP, Karan Verma, author and political analyst, leans towards the BJP. Live from Lucknow, Charu is from Delhi. Manish Barrier, political analyst, live from Patna, was with the JDU once, now leans towards the BJP. And my more important guest today, so far as today's debate is concerned, because they are going to defend the Congress party, Ashutosh Mishra, senior journalist, live from Delhi. Dr. Sumant C. Raman, political analyst, live from Chennai. And Suren Chauhan, advocate and political analyst, live from Delhi. Sumant C. Raman, if I could begin with you. Why this scramble all of a sudden with all these leaders wanting to become Congress president?
Well, I don't think that all of them are extremely keen to become Congress president, and that is understandable because of the present state of the party. But I think Mr. Kharge has buckled down to the task. He is a senior congressman. He has been elected 10 times, to the assembly, and and he has been a senior parliamentarian. He's the leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. So I think that he has agreed to shoulder the responsibility. I'm not too sure whether having him as a quote-unquote unofficial official candidate is a great idea. But I think that at the end of the day, it is for the 9,000 odd karyakartas who are going to cast their vote on the 17th of October, who will decide whether he or Mr. Shashi Tharoor will emerge as the Congress president. But I think, could it have been handled better? Most certainly. Until yesterday, Mr. Kharge was not in the race. It was purely going to be, till 3 days ago, it was Ashok Gehlot. And then after that, Digvijaya Singh versus Shashi Tharoor. And then last minute kind of a compromise candidate was Mallikarjun Kharge. But I think that from a public optics perspective, it does not come out great for
compromise candidate? Do you say he's a compromise candidate?
No, I think that there is still a lot of pressure on Shashi Tharoor to withdraw, which I don't think is a smart idea for the party, because then it converts this election into a selection. So at least, even if they went through the motions of an electoral process, and even though Mr. Kharge is going to clearly win this contest because he is seen to have the backing of the Gandhi family, I think the Gandhi family, if they really want this to be a free and fair election, should come out and speak and say that, look, we are not on anyone's side. But I think that's a little late in the day for that. So I think that Mr. Kharge is going to be an interim stopgap arrangement. At any point of time, he will be happy to step down should Mr. Rahul Gandhi want the job back. So I think that they've gone for some kind of safe approach to ward off these constant barbs.
Oh my God, Mr. Raman, what a giveaway in your opening comments. You are saying that Mr. Kharge is going to be an interim arrangement. You are saying he's a compromise candidate, and you are also saying he would win. Charu Pragya, Mr. Raman began by saying that Mr. Kharge has all the credentials. He has been 10-time MLA, twice member of parliament, all the administrative experience, a veteran leader of the party. But he's a compromise candidate. He's an interim arrangement. Ultimately, it would be Rahul Gandhi sometime.
Absolutely. And Abhishek, we have to appreciate the honesty of my co-panelist. Yes, and I was going to make an observation which is somewhat similar. The fact is that Mr. Kharge today is 80 years old. So when an 80-year-old politician is being selected to be the next leader of the Congress party, we already know which way the Congress party is going. I don't want to use terminology on national television which is not auspicious, but it is definitely going towards bringing death closer. I am sorry I had to say this because I think that there is one person in Congress
BJP to speak like this.
After
all, they don't believe in elections.
Bringing death closer.
Someone from the believe in elections. At least the Congress is going whether it is a farce of an election or not. They are at least going through the process. You don't even have that.
Can I complete my thought, Abhishek? I don't like being interrupted. I did not interrupt the Congress spokesperson and supporter. Let me finish. I did not interrupt you, sir. And I will interrupt you next time.
I just wanted a quick rebuttal on that, but you go ahead. You go ahead. Complete your point.
Yeah. No. I wanted to add to that. So if there is one person in this party who has been courting controversy for all the wrong reasons for the longest time, it's been Mr. Kharge. If there is somebody whose statements are even more bizarre than that of Mr. Gandhi, it is Mr. Kharge. Is it any surprise then that the Congress has chosen him to be the next president? And we already know this is not an election. This is a selection. Whoever gets the Ashirwad of the Parivar is going to be the next president. We know who's getting it.
But to be fair to Sumant Raman, he is being very honest, very upfront about it. Sumant Raman, you have been very honest and upfront about it. But, what's the whole purpose of this exercise? Charu Pragya says this hastens death and that the Congress party is not going to blossom in the hands of an 80-year-old man. It's not about the age, actually. It's about the kind of optics, the kind of picture you are sending across.
Abhishek, this is the same person. This is the same person who makes statements.
It is electoral success that determines
electoral success at a time which was long back. Today, this is a person who makes statements which read women need to sleep with people to get jobs. This is a person who's going to lead the Congress party saying this. How can an Indian say this in modern India? And he gets away with statements like this because of the party he belongs to. I am sorry. I don't look up to people who make statements like that.
Yeah, Charu, I'll come to that statement in little detail and we'll analyze that. But Sumant Raman mentioned electoral success. Ashutosh Mishra, if you can join in. What electoral success do you think the Congress party would be aiming at under the broad guidance and leadership of someone like a Mallikarjun Kharge, who lost the 2019 election himself?
It's very surprising that a party which itself has a president who is selected, and I'm talking about BJP, where Nadda has been selected by Amit Shah, and there are talks about him getting a second term, and no one would dare to stand in election against him. So that party, unable to understand, and the lack of respect they have for elders was shown by when Advani ji and Joshi ji were unceremoniously kicked out or kicked upstairs. So that is one thing. What you see here is that BJP itself won't get a vote in the name of its president. The votes are sought in the name of Narendra Modi, who has never been a president of BJP. And the last president of BJP with whom Narendra Modi was uncomfortable, and I'm talking about Nitin Gadkari, was unceremoniously, there was a controversy created and he was forced out of office.
Charu Pragya,
so they are unable
directly to you. Please tell us if your president is also elected and what's the process by which the BJP chooses its president?
No,
see, the BJP. No. So first of all,
their high command is there. Remote control is in
very logically,
Ashutosh Mishra, you made a point. Let Charu Pragya rebut that. Let Charu Pragya answer that. You raised the question how the BJP chooses its president. Let Charu Pragya answer that.
It's really sad. Their only defense is to point fingers at BJP, where we have shown ourselves to be a very successful, very organized, very respectful, very disciplined party. So we are a party which you cannot point fingers at when you are living in a house which is not even made of glass. Even glass houses will offer some protection. Anybody who's supporting Congress is not even
Mishra, don't monopolize the conversation. Let's have a decent evening and a decent debate.
I am very capable of speaking over other people.
Ashutosh Mishra, don't monopolize the conversation, please.
Thank you. Yeah, we're all very capable of speaking over each other, but it's better we don't do that. See, so they cannot compare the discipline of Bharatiya Janata Party to their party because they are constantly washing dirty linen in public and enjoying it. And this is not the first instance. They have brought their fights into the public arena. They have allowed everybody to look at it, comment on it, become involved in it. They are also a party which is infamous for backing all the wrong candidates. That's the reason why there has been an exodus from Congress party, and this exodus has not just come to my party, they've gone to every party you can think of in India. TMC, Shiv Sena, Samajwadi Party. Why is this exodus happening? Because you're always backing the wrong candidate for the wrong job. I think Mr. Kharge is going to prove to be one such notch in your very, very long list. Mr. Mishra, do you not understand the meaning of speaking turn by turn? Mr. Mishra,
I'm not here to listen to your bash.
I am not here to bash.
When you give
Mr. Mishra, we are
okay, Ashutosh Mishra, let me moderate.
Mr. Mishra, this is not
let me moderate, Ashutosh Mishra. I'll give you complete opportunity. In fact, I involved you in. At the first instance, Ashutosh Mishra, just hold on to your thoughts. I will get everyone. Charu, hold on. Ashutosh has to stop. Charu, hold on. Now, let me just take this forward. An important question is raised that BJP, how does it choose its president? We are not discussing that part as of today because election is happening to the post of Congress president. Since 1998, when we last had a non-Gandhi as a Congress president, BJP has had 9 different individuals as presidents of the party, helming the party. How many presidents has the Congress party had? If I could take this question to Suren Chauhan. Suren Chauhan, please join in the debate. The question is, why this scramble from all these leaders to become Congress president, and which hand is guiding who would become president of the Congress party?
No, there is no hand given that 61, so far 61 Congress president has been given by Indian National Congress since 1885. So nobody is giving any hand to somebody that somebody will become the Congress president. It is the election by the delegates of the Congress party. So far, now at present, 9,000 delegates are there from different booths, different blocks. So they will choose their leader. Where is the problem?
No.
Why so
I'll
much
tell
of
you
hue
where
and
is the
cry?
problem. No, there is a massive problem.
Charu, now it is
Where
your
is the
time to hold
problem,
on.
Charu Pragya?
Charu, hold on. Let him complete. Charu, hold on. Let him complete. I'll come to you.
Yeah.
I said 61 Congress presidents
Go ahead,
since
go ahead.
1885 till 2022. 61 persons have headed the Congress party as its president, and 97 times the election has taken place. So it is not that the one person is continuity holding the post. Election is taking place after every interval. Even in the case of Mrs. Gandhi, the election took place and she was elected by the delegates. So it is an internal party democracy, and there is no democracy in any other party. Yesterday also there was a news that JP Nadda's extension is given, then RJD president was elected, and then Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, also Sapa party, they have nominated their president. So there is no internal party democracy other than Congress party. You know how Mr. Amit Shah became the BJP president.
Okay.
Now how Mr. Nadda became the president.
Okay, I'll come to you, Charu. Let me get Karan Verma on this. Karan, Suren Chauhan maintains that this is a sign of internal democracy within the Congress party that you are having an election. Even Sonia Gandhi faced an election, and that they have had 61 Congress presidents, many of them non-Gandhis, obviously, but 97 elections since 1885. So basically what he says is, please look at the Congress party since 1885, not since 1947.
No, I will instead look at it from 1997, Abhishek.
Yes,
the last time a non-Gandhi was the president, the way he was mishandled, mistreated. I mean, it's a shame. It speaks volumes about the internal democracy of this party. How Sitaram Kesari was ostracized and dealt with. No party, no respectful party can ever treat their president in the way Sitaram Kesari was treated. And secondly, I mean, I wonder how Congress and
the same way you treated Bangaru Lakshman. The same way you treated Bangaru Lakshman.
Sir,
he was seen taking money, bribe.
Yeah, so he was taking money, so he was punished for that. So that has been laid to rest. Now, Congress party, Abhishek, in the last
he was
25
not.
Years,
he was a Dalit president was shown the doors by tricks.
They have had only one family calling the shots, and they've suffered more than 62 electoral defeats. Can you believe that? 10 such questions come. Where is your internal democracy? Where is this party going? Today, BJP, irrespective of what internal mechanism they have more than delivered. Whether it comes to the expansion of the party or it comes to deliverability in terms of governance, in terms of government after government being installed in states and winning the successive elections in center. Fine, it's your internal matter, but you have grossly failed. You have totally fallen victim to one family. And Abhishek, you asked the question, what is happening? What is the purpose here? The purpose is for the Gandhis to have power without accountability. They will continue to call the shots, but now they will have zero accountability.
Abhishek,
that is what the mission here is.
Can I give a 10-second clarification to the Congress spokesperson? Just 10 seconds.
So Charu, I know you would be really wanting to take on the Congress party, but let's understand the mind of the Congress through people who support the Congress party. We don't have a Congress spokesperson here. Listen. We have to understand what's going on inside the Congress party. It's for the benefit of viewers. We'll get the BJP view off and on, and I have given you enough opportunity to open the debate.
Abhishek, 10 seconds, exactly 10 seconds, because it is a mistake that my co-panelist made. He said that this selection is being carried out by a electoral college, the very electoral college which is being challenged by Congress MPs, senior leaders of the Congress party, who have written a letter saying they do not trust this electoral college. They are asking for the names of these delegates. They are worried that this process is not going to be free and fair. Please go back and read a letter written by your own members of parliament, and then you mention
Charu, at least that exercise is happening. That's okay. At least that exercise is happening. That's okay. No, I have some more important questions. You are saying election is happening. Congress party has a tradition of election. Then why compromise the process by your own words. We have had Kumari Selja saying that Shashi Tharoor should withdraw. We have had Jairam Ramesh in the morning today saying that everything else that's happening in the Congress party is just a sideshow. Please focus on the Bharat Jodo Yatra, because the Gandhi sign, of course, is in Kerala and not in Delhi. So please don't focus on what's happening in Delhi. Shashi Tharoor might have gone to the AICC to file his nomination papers with all fanfare, but Jairam Ramesh, the strategist of the party, the chief spokesperson of the party, does not want media glare to be there. So, I mean, why are you doing this exercise if there is so much internal resistance, for God's sake? If Sumant Raman can take that question.
Yeah, I think it's important because for two reasons. One, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi had been an interim president for long enough, and any political party cannot go on in on a drift mode. Second, unlike the BJP, who can just where two people take all decisions and everyone just sort of falls in line, and internal democracy is sort of very limited. At least the Congress party has to be appreciated for making an effort to have an election, right? So I think that this whole bit of decrying the concept of an election, now should they be sort of nudging Kharge as a choice of the Gandhi family? No, I disagree with that. But I think the fact that they are actually calling an election is itself a significant step forward, and it actually at some point of time it will also have BJP cadre or karyakartas wondering if the Congress, a party that is getting a pounding in election after election, can have a democratic process. Should we also not consider having democracy in the party at some point of time? Maybe it may prompt such thoughts within the BJP also. So I don't blame the Congress party for calling an election and going through with the process now. That is most welcome.
Okay, point taken. But Manish, but Manish Barrier, it seems that Sumant Raman, of course, won't say that. But Congress party, the Gandhis essentially, are making a virtue out of a necessity. They have lost election after election. They have lost the focus. They have lost the grip over the party. They have lost the stature and standing by which they could keep the Congress leaders together. There is a veritable rebellion penning out for the last year or so with the G23. Ashok Gehlot, for God's sake, did not bother about the Gandhis when it came to his chair. So it's essentially this election, the facade, is about making a virtue out of a necessity.
Absolutely. In fact, if you look at Mr. Sumant was talking about, I felt that, in BJP at least, the party is there and the roots are pretty deep. But unfortunately for Congress, if you say, it is a rootless party. So, I would support what BJP spokesperson was saying, that who are these delegates, because we do not know. And I agree with you that they are actually making a virtue out of some kind of a necessity, because it is required to have a working president or a president for Congress party. I'm very disappointed the way this, election is going on, because, this was not the right time actually to conduct this kind of such an important election when you have the most important person of the party, Rahul Gandhi, in Bharat Jodo Yatra. So that itself shows so much of contradiction. There must be something really, really serious happening inside Congress, that they have to rush to actually, come up with a election for a president. Otherwise, what was the hurry? You could have waited for 80, 90 days. You have waited for 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, right? So there was no, urgency to really conduct this kind of election at this hour. And that too, the official candidate, all of us, we have talked about Mr. Kharge with due respect. I think Congress party required a very energetic person. It required somebody who was an organizational man in true sense, and who can travel through the length and breadth of the country. In that sense, I think this entire,
Are you conversing for Rahul Gandhi? For a change, Manish Barrier, are you batting for Rahul Gandhi? You're saying someone younger who could crisscross the country when Rahul Gandhi is actually doing that?
See, let's be very honest and clear about it. The power center lies with him, right? Now, it's his prerogative whether he wants to be a president, he doesn't want to be a president, but the power center is in. What best Congress party could have done is to come up with a president who could be useful to the party in reviving and revitalizing the party. Somebody who has some kind of a charisma.
Well, that's a very important question, actually. That's a very important question, Manish Barrier, and I have to. I have to get the focus back on the Congress sympathizers on our panel today, because they can give us the Congress view. You know, something is amiss. Something is happening. 11 PCCs, state units, passing resolution that Rahul Gandhi should be made president. Ashok Gehlot rebelling. Digvijaya Singh waiting in the wings, and then withdraws the moment Mallikarjun Kharge meets Sonia Gandhi. You know, there is a reason why this election is happening, and that is to keep Gandhis remain relevant in the Congress party, even as rebellion is brewing left, right, center. I mean, Ashutosh Mishra, you know, this election is not about Shashi Tharoor or Mallikarjun Kharge. I was reading a headline, and I think I should read that. This headline says, about Kharge, a loyalist who never crossed Lakshman Rekha. This election is essentially about getting somebody who respects Lakshman Rekha vis-a-vis the Gandhis. At a time when rebellion is happening, brewing, we have seen Ghulam Nabi Azad going out, we have seen Captain Amrinder Singh joining the BJP yesterday, we have seen Congress party's master strategist in Himachal Pradesh, for God's sake, the state is going to election just a month and a half. And the master strategist there, working president Harsh Mahajan, joined the BJP just day before yesterday. What's happening? I mean, why this election is essentially to give the Gandhis a toehold in a party which seems to be not impressed by their leadership anymore.
You keep talking about Gehlot again and again. Let's remember Himanta Biswa Sarma. What did he do in Assam? Amit Shah and Narendra Modi couldn't stand up to him. They had fought the election under Sonowal, who was the chief minister, but they replaced him. That's another matter. Coming back to Congress. Now, here you have to understand. You were talking about Jairam Ramesh's statement on Bharat Jodo Yatra. So, just as in BJP, you can have a president like Nadda who would get you a vote in Himachal Pradesh. There you will have to take Modi. So there are two separate people, one who is a vote catcher and other who will manage the organization. That's exactly what is happening in Congress also. You will have either Tharoor or Kharge who will manage the organization and help other people around, guide them. It doesn't at 80, it doesn't mean that a person or a younger person would be a better choice. 80, he's a loyalist to Congress ideology. That is very important. You need a man who is loyal to the ideology. And what is that ideology? We all have heard Kharge enough times to know that. That's the important thing. And who will get the votes? We all know who will get the votes.
Okay, Charu, this should make you happy. This should make you satisfied. This should make the BJP feel good. A 80-year-old president who's a loyalist to the ideology of the Congress party, irrespective of what electoral strategy he brings on the table. This should gratify the BJP, Charu.
No,
you should be happy with Mallikarjun Kharge. You should be very happy that the better is passing to Mallikarjun Kharge.
I want to rebut right now. And I want to start by reminding the person who's talking about the Congress party 61 presidents. Now, every single time you have a new president or don't have one, the fact is that Congress has broken over 70 times. It has been broken so many times that the Congress you are quoting today is not the Congress which was formed in the 1800s that you like to talk about. It is not even the Congress of 1947. So today's Congress has nothing to do with the original Congress. I am sorry. And today's Congress is the Congress which came about when Mrs. Gandhi became the president, and nothing has changed since that day till today, because either you will have somebody with the surname Gandhi on the chair or somebody with the surname Gandhi on the chair temporarily. That is it. Nothing has changed. So please stand corrected. And when you take examples of people like Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, do you know why that situation even cropped up? It's because you again chose the wrong candidate to back. Wasn't that the time you supported Tarun Gogoi and his candidature, and you let go of a able candidate? So again, you're doing the same thing. Why not make Sachin Pilot
that
let's say
Bhishma Sharma was an opportunist. And he
no, let's say Ashutosh Mishra gave a bad example. I think Ashutosh Mishra gave a bad
example.
example, but I have to take the debate forward. I have only 10 minutes left. Ashutosh Mishra, just hold on. You know, I have this map of Bharat Jodo Yatra. Ashutosh Mishra, you gave a very bad example of Himanta Biswa Sarma. You have to remember why he had to leave the Congress party.
Today he is the chief minister.
Can I please add about the Bharat Jodo Yatra? Now, if the Bharat
No, Charu, let me make the point about Bharat Jodo Yatra, then you come in. Now, I have this map of Bharat Jodo Yatra with me, and since Jairam Ramesh earlier in the day said that just please focus on Bharat Jodo Yatra, everything else is a sideshow. Now, this map shows the route of the Yatra. You know, viewers, and I would want Sumant Raman to comment on that. Two states are going into elections in just about a month and a half by November. Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh. Now, who is this Congress party strategist who plans this route of the Bharat Jodo Yatra and very conveniently misses Gujarat and then passes by Himachal by a whisker? I'm just almost wanting to avoid Himachal. I mean, I last heard the Vishwa Hindu Parishad with all the sadhus and sons was with the BJP. It's not with the Congress party. I mean, you are in electoral politics and you are skipping the two electoral states that are heading into polls just in month and a half from now, Sumant Raman.
The Congress has already clarified that this Bharat Jodo Yatra is not about assembly elections which are going to be held immediately. Their plan is long term, and they are possibly looking at 2024. Also, they know the odds that are facing them in Gujarat and Himachal. Then obviously they may not want to position too much of the yatra in those states. That is why they have 18 days in Kerala. You tell me. I mean, I've been very critical of spending 18 days in Kerala on this yatra. But
and
the point
2 days
really
in
is
Uttar
that
Pradesh.
this is not
18 days in Kerala, where the Congress party already has 18 seats,
No,
and 2 days in Uttar Pradesh, where out of 80 it has 0.
No. It is spending 2 days in Uttar Pradesh because in Uttar Pradesh, probably the party does not feel that there could be an immediate possibility of revival. Karnataka goes to the election. They are spending a fair amount of time in Karnataka. Karnataka goes to the election next year. And so they are going to be spending time through the Hindi heartland states. They are going to be spending time in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh.
Not very convincing answer, but you know, Manish Bharia, Charu, you made a point. Charu, you made a point. Manish Bharia, you know, Manish Bharia, the Congress party seems to be, you know, sort of falling in love or getting influenced by the sadhus and sons of the VHP. We are not in electoral politics. We think long term. Gujarat can wait, Himachal can wait. We are thinking of 2024. And so, does it really help the BJP more than the Congress party?
Absolutely. I think this entire Bharat Jodo Yatra could have been used to gain traction in states where you are weak. And especially, so it is surprising. In fact, Mr. Sumant, I think he himself was not really convinced when he was talking about that why 18 days. He himself said that, he is being critical for 18 days because Kerala is so small. So I think the idea behind this Bharat Jodo Yatra is to relaunch Rahul Gandhi. N number of times he has been relaunched. So this is N plus one time.
Good that you mentioned that, Manish. Good that you mentioned that, Manish, because that brings me to my final argument. In fact, you have helped me move towards my final argument, you know, and that I will bring, and that's on Rahul Gandhi, in fact. And for that, I would use Shashi Tharoor's manifesto as a prop. By the way, he misfired, or his team misfired, for which they have apologized on using the wrong map of India, which did not show Jammu and Kashmir properly. But the more important political point that comes out of the manifesto of Shashi Tharoor, you know, he says that president's term should not be more than 2-5 years. I'll come to that. Just hold on. Just let me just focus on the point I'm making. You know, then he says there is a perception that top leadership is not accessible. And this is Tharoor saying, right? These are not, he might be part of G23, but he has not been the most ballistic opponents, one of the most ballistic opponents of the Gandhis. But still in the manifesto, he's saying there is a perception that top leadership is not accessible. Then he says that we should Remember on whom the swipe is, on who is the target, because Manish Barrier mentioned Rahul Gandhi. I have to come to that. He says that clarify our position on liberalization, own it, embrace wealth creation by the private sector. We know the comments that have been made by Rahul Gandhi on private wealth creation. We know how he has trashed liberalization. In fact, trashed Manmohan Singh himself when he was Prime Minister, when Rahul Gandhi was the Crown Prince. So, you see, this is essentially about Rahul Gandhi. In the manifesto of Shashi Tharoor, in fact, you can see a critique of Rahul Gandhi, and then you have 11 state units passing resolution that Rahul Gandhi should be made president. Sumant Raman saying that Mallikarjun Kharge would be a stopgap arrangement and that ultimately Rahul Gandhi might come. You know, Suren Chauhan, since you were giving this history of since 1885, you think that Congress party has run its course insofar as history is concerned? That in Tharoor's manifesto, there is a critique of Rahul Gandhi and hence a message that if the Congress party does not move beyond the Gandhis, as Charu Pragya said, it's hastening the death of the party.
Certainly not. I disagree with that proposition you are giving. Bharat Jodo Yatra, you have seen how people are coming and getting attracted towards and joining the Bharat Jodo. See the massive strength of the people coming and joining and attending the Bharat Jodo. You are not seeing that. Show at least on your channel that how the Karnataka people have welcomed Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is the leader of the party. He is a respected member of parliament. Now the fact of the matter is, in the internal democracy of a party, if he has said I am not contesting the election, somebody has to lead. And if the people proposing, leaders of the Congress party are proposing a name of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, then why so much of hue and cry is being raised by Charu Pragya and other panelists? Why?
No, there is no hue and cry. There is no hue and cry. You know, if the Congress party can be very upfront about, if the Congress party can be really upfront about a strong leader in one position and the Congress president's post being just held without actual power, you know, that would have done the deal. But it seems that the Congress party wants to present the picture they are following democracy. Even as, you know, BJP has no problem. They have a mass leader in Narendra Modi. They have a mass leader in Narendra Modi. They are following one post, one man principle.
So do you feel that the other party, Bharatiya Janata Party, is also holding?
Can I ask a question?
Or also controlling the reins of the president?
Abhishek, may I please come in?
Charu Pragya, quick 30 seconds. I have to end the debate. Quick 30 seconds because a question has been asked of BJP. Just quick 30 seconds.
Bharat Jodo Yatra is important to the Congress. I understand that. You are also saying this will not be a remote control president. Okay. But then why did you not wait to have a new president to even flag off the Yatra? Forget about walking on the Yatra. It just shows that it is inconsequential. Who is the Congress president? What is consequential to them is Mr. Gandhi leaves.
Election schedule was announced earlier. Then Bharat Jodo Yatra came.
No. This election you have delayed how many times, sir?
Okay, on that note, I have to end this debate. Mallikarjun Kharge is all set to be the president of the Congress party. For how long, we don't know, because Mr. Rahul Gandhi might still change his mind. For the debate on very important issues of the day, it's with Arnab Goswami after a short break. Thank you so much for watching.
Amity faculty have filed over 1,600 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been conferred with the National Intellectual Property Award by Government of India for being the top Indian academic institution for patents and commercialization.
And here's what's making news in the country. Uttarakhand's Kotwar court has demanded the 3 accused, including Pulkitaria in the Ankita Bhandari murder case, to a 3-day police custody. Tensions arise in the Jamia Millia Islamia University as a shooting incident was reported post a quarrel early this morning. As per reports, one student was shot at, resulting in a head injury, and subsequent admission to the Holy Family Hospital post the fight between two groups. Crime team is investigating the matter. According to reports, 2 to 3 terrorists who were trapped in encounter operations in Shopian have managed to escape. Meanwhile, the encounter operations are said to be underway between the forces in Baramulla. BJP National President JP Nadda visited the Jagannath Temple in Puri this morning. He was accompanied by the Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off the new and upgraded version of the Vande Bharat Express from Gandhinagar as a part of his 2-day visit to his home state. The most awaited semi-high-speed train, Vande Bharat Express, is now ready to a commercial run. It will connect the state capitals of Gujarat and Maharashtra. Day after Gehlot opts out of the Congress presidential race, a decision on his continuation as the Rajasthan Chief Minister is still pending. The decision is yet to come in a day or two, as per sources. A special CBI court in Bhopal convicted 5 people and sentenced them to 7 years of rigorous imprisonment in connection with the Vyapam case. The court also imposed a fine of Rs 10,000 to each convict, while their 2 co-accused were acquitted due to lack of solid evidence. A NEET aspiring girl alleged that her hostel staff member was secretly recording an obscene video of her, post which the member was arrested by the Kalyanpur police, and investigation is still underway. A woman gives birth on a hospital floor after allegedly being denied admission into the labour room. Deputy Commissioner Faridkot Harbir Singh said that an inquiry has been ordered and necessary actions will be taken. Post the PFI ban by the centre on Wednesday, alert has been issued by the Home Department for today's prayers in Uttar Pradesh. Instructions have been given to all district captains to remain in fact on high alert, and foot patrolling by police officers and social media monitoring is to be carried out as well.
In a shocking case of medical apathy coming to light from Punjab, poor women gave birth to a daughter in the corridor of the civil hospital in Pathankot on September 27th. This after doctors